Well, thank you, Tracy. And good morning, and welcome to the members of the media and our invited guests. Thanks for being here this morning. It's been an exciting year for Virginia Tech athletics. We've seen some great performances, of course. We've recognized some outstanding achievements, and we're anticipating another bowl victory. We're extremely proud of our student athletes, our staff, our coaches, academic leadership, alumni, and fans, and it just keeps getting better. So this morning, I have the great pleasure to announce that Virginia Tech has received a $15 million donation to launch the creation of a state-of-the-art student-athlete performance center on the Virginia Tech's Blacksburg campus. The 17,000 square foot center will include expansion and renovation of the entire fourth floor of the Jamerson Athletic Center. And it will enhance recruiting, of course, and the student-athlete experience in all 22 of our intercollegiate sports. This is the largest ever gift to athletics and the single largest outright gift ever given to the university. It comes to us anonymously from an alumni couple who are native Virginians and who want to support the ongoing development and success of Virginia Tech athletics. I want to express my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to these two generous Hokies. And I want them to know how much I appreciate their confidence in the university and the leadership of our athletic program. We'll do everything in our power to make them proud. In addition, these two individuals want their gift to inspire others to give. And I join them in believing that any act of philanthropy is important, whether it is a major gift such as this one, or joining the Hokie Club's Drive for 25, or making an annual donation. I want to use this moment also to thank Vice President Charles Flieger. His leadership of the advancement model of philanthropy at Virginia Tech, his commitment to our mission, and his outreach to our friends and partners has doubled the rate of giving in the last 2 years to Virginia Tech, and it really brought us here this morning. As Charlie will tell you, gifts like this one that we're celebrating today are a result of a collaborative effort by a lot of dedicated people. And the vision and determination of leaders like Athletic Director Whit Babcock is essential. His leadership and integrity has attracted and retained some of the best athletic staffing in the country, including Justin Fuente, got missed there, but I know who you are. Absolutely. Who has really led us to not only another bowl game, but some really impressive performances on the field and off the field. The student athletes are amazing. And of course, Buzz Williams, our basketball coach, who inspires us every day with his commitment to get better. In fact, we have outstanding coaches in all 22 of our sports. Some of them are here today, and all of them have our appreciation for creating the kind of program and people and bringing the people on board to support and get excited about. I could say much more about Whit, but instead I'll invite him to come up himself and say a few words about what this wonderful gift will mean for Virginia Tech athletics. Whit?
Yeah, I want to thank Dr. Sands for being here. He certainly wants excellence across the board in all areas and believes in a comprehensive university, and our area of athletics is a big part of it, so thanks to him for being here. But today is certainly, they're throwing up some pictures here. Yes, I can talk while they do that. Today is certainly an exciting announcement about our future, but also our potential as an athletic department. The Student Athlete Performance Center of this quality was and is our top facility priority across the board for all of our sports. It is a game changer for us, and to use this first sports analogy of the day, it's a home run. To have all of the gift money in hand, all $16.5 million in hand, to have the resources to build a project of this magnitude and to provide a first-class facility is beyond words for me. In addition, the donor couple not only made the gift, they also established an endowment that will provide perpetual funding to keep reinvesting in the facility, to keep it nice for generations and generations to come, and it will certainly serve as a point of pride for us. This donor couple wished to be in the background today. They have a spirit of utprosim. They wanted the focus solely to be on Virginia Tech. And they believe, like we do, that this is our window of time, our special window of time, to accomplish some great things at Virginia Tech, athletically and academically. They wanted to invest in our success, and as Dr. Sands said, they also wanted to inspire other people to get involved. Now, not many people can give away $15 million, but most everyone can do something, and I hope they will hear this call to action to athletics, of course, but also the university if athletics is not their thing. In our tunnel, before our team enters for Inner Sandman, one of the signs there by the Hokie Stone, it says reach for excellence, and we like that. We've started to embrace that more as a department, and this definition of excellence that we use is to rise up and surpass, and we like that. That embodies what we're about and this reach for excellence. This new performance center will be a place that all 22 of our sports teams can call home. It will bring them together as a team, one team, not 22 different ones. It will provide equality in this way that we have certain sports that have more opportunity with training table than others, and all of our sports and student athletes work hard equally, and it will have us a chance to raise the bar for each of them. It will also help our diversity, right? Diversity of thought and interaction with other teams. Our student body in athletics is most likely the most diverse population we have on campus, and there's something about young people and families coming together to break bread. I like the thought of that. It will positively impact the overall culture of our department for all of our students who also just happen to play varsity sports. Our head coaches in attendance today also speaks to the importance of this project, and I appreciate them being here. I certainly want to thank and recognize the donors. I wish we could share with you who they are today, and maybe on down the road that will happen. We also had 3 or 4 other families that helped significantly to get this project over the hump. But today in particular is about the folks that made this $15.2 million gift, and it is truly transformational. They wanted to invest in our students and our success and in our strong momentum. They're longtime benefactors to many areas of the university. When I met with them, there were many things that I liked, but one of them, when we were sharing the vision for this project and our department across the board, they got involved and said, why wait? I'm like, I'm with you. Let's do it. They wanted to jump in and do it right now and to step up. And I said, what can we do for you? And they said, win. They said, do it in a way that reflects Virginia Tech values and just go after it and make a difference, and let's try to do something we have not done here before. So I'm truly honored to be steward of the gift we are. It is a university gift to athletics and the faith and trust placed in us. I and we do not take that responsibility lightly at all, and their generosity is something that all Hokies can and will be extremely proud of. I promise them that, and I promise you all that we will use it in a way to make them and you all proud. So this athletic performance center, or student athlete performance center, it will provide a point of differentiation for us. That's also a term and a phrase that we use. And yes, can somebody go out and build another center like this? I guess they could, but I bet they couldn't do it in a central location with all the components and the many facets that we're going to bring to it. This 17,000 square foot facility, it will house all of our components of dining and nutrition. It will consolidate a lot of services. Here's an interesting stat for those of you in the room. We as an athletic department spend around $2.5 million to $3 million a year on food. And I thought my teenagers were bad, right? That's a bad joke. $2.5 to $3 million on food, and we do training table and scholarship meals on campus and on the road and other things, and we feel like we can wrap it all together and make it more efficient and improve performance along the way. This project will help recruiting. It'll have spectacular views off the patios. Excuse me. It will offer excellent chances for donor engagement and the fan experience. Just yesterday, I walked by what is now the Bowman Room and saw dozens of our students in there studying. We'll use this space for student athlete development, for our SAC, that's our Student Athlete Advisory Council meetings, for graduation and other functions. And it will also be the first step towards a major renovation of Castle Coliseum that we see in the future. If Castle has 4 sides to it, this essentially takes care of 1/4 of those sides. We also plan to use this facility now over 300 days a year. I can't wait. Also, on your way out when we're finished, if you have a chance, for those of you that haven't seen it, I hope you will go by and see what is the existing Bowman Room, and it has served us very well since 1982. We will do something classy and appropriate for the Bowman family within the new Performance Center, but the Bowman Room will not exist in its current form anymore. These renderings that you see, I do want to say this too before they get tweeted, or maybe they already have, tweeted all over the place. This is just conceptual only. How this works, just like our baseball stadium, we come up with ideas. We have some Hokies that are architects help us out. We come up with a concept to sell a vision, And then we go through, which we're now approaching, the university through a design build process. And that's where we have architecture firms, construction firms come in and they compete. So it is not simply low bid architecture. Certainly price is a component of it, but this is the best way and the fastest way. And just like baseball. And if we were able to do baseball for 18 to 19 million, imagine the impact we can have upstairs here in the 16 to 17 range. This new project, it'll move 5 walls, I guess if they are walls. The floor will stay there. The 2 sides on the side will expand, the roof and the front and the back. So it's a heck of a project. It will triple in size. We want to fast track the construction. We won't sacrifice high quality for it, but we're all working towards the fall of 2019, which is 20 months from now. It's a tight construction area out there by the practice fields. It'll be a unique construction challenge. I want to thank the campus folks and all our department staff that will work to make it happen. There's too many of them to mention, but they're very talented in how they move things through the system and program, and it will be a true team effort. In closing, I want to say thank you again and express our immense gratitude to the donors. I also want to thank those that developed the relationship. When you have a gift of this magnitude, it usually doesn't happen overnight, and it's relationships and touch points over the years, and I may forget a few people. But I believe the relationship with this couple began like a lot did with the late John Moody and the Hokie Club. And then the relationships were carried on by David Everett and Lou Merritt and our team in the Hokie Club right now. Coach Beamer played an impact, Jim Weaver, Charles Steger, University Development. And then in more recent times, or the recent years, Coach Fuente played a big role in cultivating this gift. Charlie Flieger did, Natalie Hart, our advancement team, President Sands, and the Board of Visitors. It truly takes a village, and thank you for that. So finally, this is a very big step forward for us as we continue to move at Virginia Tech from a challenger brand to a champion brand. We're going to rise up and surpass, and this is a big step in our journey to being the best in the ACC. That's what we aspire to, is to be a leader across the board, and we will get there in our conference. And we're going to do all this while reflecting the values embraced and celebrated at Virginia Tech. Thanks a lot for today, and go Hokies.
Whit, how long had this been a priority for athletics to get a building like this?
That's a good question, Andy. I believe if we've been here 4 years, around the first year, we initially just looked at that area up there to renovate the existing space, just to clean it up and spruce it up, and then the vision got bigger and bigger. But I would say it's been about 3 years in the making, but probably the last year is where we really got our act together and vision together, Andy. So that's a long answer. 3 years, but really in the last one. And to have somebody come in and take the vast majority off it and make a gift like that, I haven't been around any like that in my career.
Did this donation take you by surprise, or did you have a sense that you might get something like this?
I just played it off like it happens all the time, you know. There was a lot of people involved, and we had the thought that this couple could do something really significant and transformational. So it was a very pleasant surprise, but a lot of people worked on it, and it's what we were hoping for. But you don't ever take those for granted. So, yeah, I caught my breath and regrouped and said thank you.
What does the donation really speak about the direction of the department as the last couple of years, the way things are headed?
Yeah, and this was certainly an outstanding department well before that, but it does give us another jump start, and I believe this couple saw that, and we're getting this excitement that now is the time and this is the place, and certainly we're all replaceable, but to have the chance to do something in our window of time really special, they felt the same thing. And if they're going to entrust you with the gift of that size, it shows that they believe in the direction. It also puts a lot of pressure, but good pressure, like the kind you run to, for us to be great stewards of it and get it right. So, yeah, it's great. It was a wonderful day, and it absolutely adds to the momentum.
Well, kind of a twofold question. With the kind of things you're planning to do with this facility, do you know how it compares to ACC and some other facilities around the country?
Yeah.
And did you do some traveling around to see what other people were doing?
Yeah, let's see, both of those. We did do a study in the ACC, it's been a couple years or a year, about which schools provide this type of training table and dining facility. Not all of them do. Did we go and compare it directly? No. I would imagine it'd be pretty tough to beat. But we did. I've been in other schools that had them. We did have other folks go out and review it. And now a lot of work over the next 20 months through Jenny Sabinski and our nutrition program, our budget people, our facilities people, to bring it all together. But what I would say, Will, is I think that location right there is a real point of differentiation for us. We've got sports medicine right here. We've got our academic area very close. It's a central location, and again, the views will be outstanding. And the fact I could see us using it for nutrition and dining one day, and then the next day it's donor hospitality before a basketball game or football game. This will certainly help men's basketball, women's basketball, wrestling, and volleyball. And then maybe the next day it is a student function or a study hall or a university function. It's just, I don't want to say multi-use because that gives the impression, it might, anyways, it'll have a lot of purposes, and we're going to build it very nice. We've looked at, here's one thing I can give you. From the donor side of it, not the nutrition side of it, there's some things at Notre Dame that we like that we would like to throw into the mix, but really the talented construction and design folks, we like when they come and compete and the creativity we can find from it. So that's why I just wanted to let everybody know it may not ultimately look like that.
You've done a lot of projects for individual sports throughout the campus. Some are still going on right now. How pleasing is it to do something that encompasses every sport that you guys have?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. Incredibly pleasing. Again, growing up as a baseball player in a household of that, I was taught at a very early age, whatever sport you play or you're a fan of or your child plays, that's the most important sport on that campus. So 22 of them, and to be able to do that, Andy, really means a lot. And yeah, we want to be across the board the best in the ACC. We're going to do that humbly, but that's where we're headed.
So I think as we conclude, I'll just mention that we will have time for some one-on-ones, so that we've got Jenny Zabinski here, and we've got Justin Fuente and some of the other coaches. So if you'd like to speak with President Sands or Whit Babcock or any of the coaches or Jenny, Pete and I can help you out with that. And thank you very much for coming today.
Yeah, thank you all for coming.
Thank you.